Honestly, I never thought I'd walk into my apartment building at 2 in the morning and see my ex sitting in the lobby. Mascara smeared, hands shaking, clutching a lukewarm coffee like it was the only thing keeping her together. "Leon, please," she whispered as soon as our eyes met. "If you walk away right now, I seriously have nowhere else to go." But that moment didn't appear out of nowhere. It was the result of everything that happened long before she showed up at my door. My name is Leon. I live in Seattle, and I work as a software developer at a mid-sized tech company. My life was simple: stable routine, stable income, stable apartment. I liked it that way. Kyla, on the other hand, treated stability like it was a prison. When we first met, she was a spark in a quiet room. Bright, explosive, unpredictable. She dragged me into late-night concerts, rooftop hangouts, spontaneous midnight drives. She said life only felt real when it was chaotic and unscripted. And for a while, I let myself believe that. We moved in together way too fast. Her roommate left. Rent went up. My place became a perfect temporary option. I didn't mind at the time. Cooking together, laughing, watching shows. For a brief moment, it felt right. But small cracks eventually turned into fractures. I had early morning calls with the East Coast team. She had late nights with friends. I'd be preparing a demo for a client while she blasted music at 1 in the morning. She once brought an entire group from a bar to our place on a Tuesday, shouting, "Leon, loosen up. It's just life." I tried to talk about boundaries. She called me boring. I said I needed sleep. She said I needed more soul. And everything truly shifted when he appeared. Dane, a bartender and part-time musician at her favorite dive bar. Tattoos, motorcycle, ego bigger than his band's entire audience. Every time I saw him, he smirked at me like he already knew he was replacing me. One night, she said she'd be out for just a quick drink. She came home after 3 a.m., laughing, swaying, smelling like smoke and cheap whiskey. "Kyla, you could have at least texted," I said. I was worried. She rolled her eyes. "Leon, seriously? Stop acting like my dad. I need freedom, not a schedule." That sentence carved itself into my mind. A few days later, everything collapsed. I came home early. The apartment felt wrong, too quiet. Her drawers were open, empty. Her side of the closet was cleared out. Her shoes were gone. And on the fridge, held up by a souvenir magnet, was a note. "I can't breathe in this routine. I need to find myself. Don't look for me." I stood in the kitchen, staring at that note like it held some secret meaning. Losing someone is one thing. Being left without a conversation is another. The following weeks were numb. Work, gym, home, silence. Just me and the echo of everything she'd taken with her. Then, 6 weeks later, she resurfaced. A short text. "Hey, how have you been?" Then another. "I'm sorry. Can we talk?" Then paragraphs. Then emotional messages. Then voice notes. She said Dane wasn't who she thought. He was jealous, explosive, unpredictable. She'd lost her job at the cafe. She was sleeping on couches. I listened, but I stayed silent. When guilt didn't work, pressure began. Her friend Emma texted, "You're really going to ignore her when she's falling apart?" "That's cold," her older brother messaged. "She's not okay. Ignoring her makes it worse." Funny how none of them defended me when she walked out without a word. But now, suddenly I was responsible. I stayed firm. I wasn't stepping back into that spiral. And then came that night. I walked into my building, swiped my keycard, pushed open the glass doors, and froze. Kyla was sitting on the lobby sofa, hunched over, staring at the floor, her hair messy, eyes swollen, clothes wrinkled, like she hadn't slept in days. She looked up slowly when she heard the door. "Leon," she said, standing up on shaky legs. "Please, I don't know what to do anymore. I just need to talk. Just for a minute." For the first time in a long time, I didn't feel anger. I didn't feel guilt. I didn't feel conflict. I felt clarity. And as I stood there in that dimly lit lobby, looking at the person who once dragged my life into chaos, barely holding herself upright, everything inside me finally made sense. She stood in front of me, barely holding herself together, waiting for me to respond. Her eyes were swollen, her voice shaky, Her whole body looked like it had been carrying months of chaos without rest. But unlike before, I wasn't overwhelmed. I wasn't confused. I wasn't tempted. I was calm, completely calm. Kyla, I said quietly, keeping a safe distance. Why are you here? Her lips trembled. She took a small breath, like the air itself hurt. I messed up, she whispered. I thought leaving would help me figure things out. I thought Dane was different. She ran a hand through her messy hair. But everything's falling apart. He screams at me. He gets aggressive when he's drunk. He took my phone for 2 days because he didn't like who I texted. I lost my job. I'm staying on couches. I don't know what to do anymore. Her voice broke on the last sentence. She reached out, as if expecting me to take her hand. But I didn't move. Kyla, I said, gently but firmly, you made your choice. And I made mine. She looked stunned, like she couldn't believe the words were real. But she pushed again. Leon, please. I'm not trying to move back in. I need someone who actually cared about me. Someone who knows me. I know I hurt you. I know I was selfish. I'm trying to fix things, but I don't have anyone left. She swallowed hard. You were the only stable thing I ever had. For a moment, I felt something, not love, not longing, just the memory of a version of myself that tried so hard to save her. A version that no longer existed. Kyla, I said softly, you didn't lose me because of Dane. You didn't lose me because of a fight. You lost me because you treated what I gave you like it didn't matter. I'm not angry. I'm just not going backward. Her expression twisted from sorrow to denial to frustration. So that's it, she snapped. You get to walk away? Just like that? You don't feel anything for me. I feel relieved, I said honestly. I finally see things clearly. She stared at me in silence, then wiped her face, grabbed her bag, and whispered, okay, I get it. She walked past me and pushed open the glass doors. No dramatic exit, no final plea. She just disappeared into the cold night. And for the first time, I didn't feel the urge to follow her. Life moved on, fast, and in ways I didn't expect. A couple of months later, I got promoted. My workload shifted. I started traveling to tech conferences in different states. I met people who valued peace, not chaos. People who didn't take stability for granted. My apartment finally felt like my home again. Quiet, clean, comfortable. I built a small home gym, started hiking more, got into photography. I felt like I was rebuilding myself, piece by piece. And then, at a networking event in Portland, I met someone new. Her name was Erin, a software engineer. Smart, warm, easy to talk to. She didn't romanticize drama. She didn't need adrenaline to feel alive. With her, things felt natural, steady, healthy. We didn't rush anything. No labels, no pressure. Just two people taking their time, genuinely enjoying each other. The last time I saw Kyla was at a friend's backyard birthday months later. I didn't expect her to be there. She looked thinner, quieter, more grounded, but in a sad way. She approached me slowly. Hey, Leon, she said softly. You look good, really good. Thanks, I replied. There was a long pause. Then she said, I've been going to therapy, trying to figure things out. I was a mess before. I know that now. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I nodded. I appreciate that. She tried to smile. A small, tired smile. Sometimes I wish I realized things earlier, she said quietly. Maybe we'd still. Kyla, I said gently. We were never right for each other. And that's okay. Her shoulders loosened, like the truth finally landed. Yeah, she whispered. I know. And she walked away, calmly, without drama, just acceptance. That was the real ending. Her chapter in my life finally closed. Now I'm good, truly good. I have peace, purpose, people who respect my rhythm. My life isn't a roller coaster anymore. It's a steady road, one I actually enjoy walking. Sometimes life teaches you through heartbreak. Sometimes it shows you who people truly are by letting them leave. And sometimes the best thing that ever happens to you is someone walking out the door, forcing you to grow into the person you were always meant to be. Kyla wasn't a loss. She was a lesson, a painful one, but one I needed, and I'm grateful for where it led me.